Okay, so I want you guys to do something for me. In the comments, I want to ask you guys something that you assume about me. Like, they do this on Instagram and then people come back and answer them in a video, but I don't want to do all that on Instagram. I want you guys to tell me something in the comments below that you assume about me, and then in one of my next videos, I will make it about answering those assumptions and I'll tell you the truth if they're true or not. I think that sounds like fun. Jessica Braun just did this, so shout out to her. Hey guys, it's Jump Peter IDX, and today we're talking about my best friends. Today we're talking about my 5 favorite like big YouTubers. So I'm gonna tell you why I like them, why I trust them, and why you should check them out yourself if you haven't already. So these YouTubers all share these same qualities. They're honest. I believe that they are true to themselves. I believe that when they share their opinions, when they share parts of their lives with us, I believe that they're not putting on a show. This is just who they are. You know, they're all down to earth. They're all really fun in their own ways. And, you know, whereas some of them do collabs and sponsored videos, they're always upfront about them. And that's what I appreciate from them. It's not just written somewhere in the box. It's not like the last thing they tell you before they shut their camera off. They're very like, hey, this is a sponsored video. It's written in the title. I can honestly say that all of them who've done like collabs in a video or sponsored videos, they've all used these products before it was a sponsored video. Like, it's products I've seen them use in the past, so I know that they genuinely have an opinion and like these products. It's not just, they're not just using fucking charcoal teeth whitening stuff all of a sudden and they're in love with it. So they're not brand pleasers. I mean, who are we kidding? There are so many big, medium, small channels right now who all the fuck they give about is kissing brands' asses, and they're not like this. They like some brands, they don't like some brands, but they'll tell you what they think is crap and what they think isn't. It's hard to find people to trust on here. I'm sure we started watching YouTube for a reason. We started watching certain people, and I guarantee you a lot of us aren't following those people anymore because personally, from my point of view, I don't trust a lot of the ones that I used to follow anymore. Like, I'm not gonna name names, but they've either gotten too big for their britches, they only film stuff when they're trying to sell you something. It's hard to know anymore who's on the level, and I feel that these YouTubers are like here for us. And I feel that kinship towards them in a very irrational way. All of these things and more have made me grow to really appreciate and love these YouTubers. And if they want a new best friend, they can contact me. All right, so the first and foremost is the adorable Jessica Braun, aka Jam Beauty 89. So she's that friend that you've known since high school, used to sit next to in class, and she was always that person who was nice to everyone, like who was just genuinely a sweet person. I love her declutter videos. She does vlogs. She does one brand try-ons. She's really fun to watch. And I love her vlogging because she really takes you and makes you feel like you're sitting there with her and her husband and her daughter, and it's just really fun to watch. Like, I feel like I'm hanging out with a friend while I'm watching her. I think that's a special thing to have on YouTube, like to connect with people. People who don't know you and probably never will, but you know, a lot of us in our real life, especially as far as makeup is concerned, not everybody has a ton of real life friends who are like makeup junkies like them. I do have like 2 or 3 friends who are like totally like up with makeup. I don't have many who are like, oh my god, did you see that piece of shit new fucking palette that came out? My life is ruined. So I love to come on here and have that kind of connection with people. All right, the next is the adorable Rachhloves. So fucking cute. I envision her being like that friend that you can be silly with and the friend who's fun to talk about makeup with. She has also great declutter videos. She does that speed cleaning thing. I love that. It's so gratifying and fast. She has this fun series that she does that's called Buy or Buy for a brand. So she'll go and she'll use like a bunch of shit from one brand and she'll rate each product whether it's something you should buy or whether it's something you should say goodbye to. She also has a Lifetime channel that she does recipe testing on that I think is so cute and fun. Like those are the kind of videos from her I could literally watch over and over and over again and I'd never get bored of them. And the other thing that I love is the way she says the word creamy. This is so creamy. She just says it with such gusto that it makes me think whatever product she's using is fucking creamy as shit. You know, she doesn't put her kids on screen, which I think is kind of cute. You know, she keeps that part of her life private, but she also does the things where she like lets you into her home and organizes her closet and, you know, cooks with her husband and, you know, talks about stuff on camera with her sister. And it's just cute because, again, same thing with Jessica Braun. She makes you feel like you're a part of that for a few minutes, and I think that's fun. The next, Samantha fucking Ravndahl. She's just the coolest. I just think she's the cutest thing. She's ungodly gorgeous, first of all. But she's one of those gorgeous people who doesn't realize how gorgeous she is, and it makes her more gorgeous. Do you know what I mean? She's that friend that you can hang out with, cook vegetables, and chill. One of the things that she recently did that made me like totally ride for her even more is that she stopped her PR from coming, like she stopped receiving PR because of all the waste it produced. Not just trash, but all the unnecessary things that they send them. Like, it was just so wasteful to her. She was like, just forget it. I don't want any more. Like, I don't want to contribute to the mess that is already happening. I love watching her try new things because you can tell when she doesn't like something, and you can tell when she really does, and you can tell that her reactions are genuine. It's not something that was staged. There's just so many YouTubers that are like, oh my God, everything I'm trying is fucking awesome. And that's just not real. Like, I'm sorry. But I noticed this about a lot of YouTubers, you know, small channels, medium-sized channels, huge channels. A lot of them they're just brand pleasers, like they're just kissing ass because they want more stuff. And this is so against my grain because I just don't like bullshit. I just want to hear like what people really think. So many YouTubers now, it's like you're watching a show and not a person. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not, it just doesn't feel real. And Samantha is like one of the ones that when I watch her, like I totally believe that she's real in every sense of the word that she's showing us. You know, she makes fun of herself, and I love that too. Like, I love when you can take the piss out of yourself and not take yourself too seriously. Like, you know, she has had problems with her skin and problems with depression, and she's not here to portray somebody who's, you know, picture perfect, because that's not real life. And I appreciate that she's showing us part of her real life. Not the whole thing, because she wants to be private like most people do, but what she's showing us, I believe, is real. All right, the next is my Asian beauty guru of all time, Renee from Gothamista. This chick, she's the friend who teaches you shit. I mean, there's nothing this girl doesn't know. And I'm pretty sure she works in the beauty industry somewhere. I don't know exactly what she does, but I wouldn't be surprised if she worked for like a skincare brand, because she knows all those fucking ingredient words we can't even pronounce. And when you watch her, even though she's talking about ingredients that you're like, I have no idea what you just said. Like, she says it in a way like, do you ever see The Office in the video where Oscar's explaining the surplus to Michael? And he's like, explain it to me like I'm 5. She explains stuff to you like you're 5. But like in ways that normal people who don't work in the industry, who don't know what Haas and Folcroft is, she will say it in a way that you're like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And I understand why it's good for my skin or why it wouldn't be good for my skin. Like, her main focus on her channel is a lot of like Asian K-beauty, J-beauty, like all that stuff. So if you're looking for information or looking into starting like an Asian skincare routine, go to her page, because this chick knows her shit. She's like a wizard. Like, you can tell that she put thought into this. It wasn't like, oh, I feel like filming today, and she just grabbed some shit and started talking about it. The stuff she's telling you about are things she's used for a long amount of time that she's decided, okay, I know enough about this now to talk about it and tell them my real thoughts. Like, she's just very good at what she does. So I highly recommend looking into her channel. Allura Beauty. I don't know her real name, actually. Getting over being sick. My nose makeup's all messed up now, just ignore it. So she receives a lot of PR and she buys a lot of stuff, but she receives a lot of things ahead of time to talk about new makeup. She's the friend that you actually want to talk about makeup with. Like, she is very like to the point. She's, again, honest. She will tell you exactly what she thinks and not anecdotal story or something. Like, she just talks about it, like she's to the point, she's quick. I feel like her channel is a channel that's a counterpart to another huge influencer, let's call them. I mean, they are an influencer, but this person's huge. But I never, in the history of me ever following this person, I've never heard her say one negative thing or one con about an item. So either she's just an ass kisser, or all she talks about is the products that she likes. She doesn't tell you about products that she doesn't, which I have a problem with, because again, I want to know the bad stuff too. Like, I don't want to know just the good. So I feel like Allura Beauty is her counterpart. She has really good what's new in beauty. A lot of times she will talk about things that haven't been released yet. And she does swatch videos, which I'm always like, swatches are bullshit, and they are. But the swatch videos she does are just cut clean with a brush. All you see is her arm. She's not trying to like show you in her eyes. Like, she's not trying to be like, you know, this isn't that great, but like, she just shows you exactly what it is. She's completely transparent in her swatches. No more, no less. Like, she's not there to put a show on for you. And that's what I like about her. She's just she keeps it 100, right? Gabrielle Zamora, she keeps it a fucking 100. So that was it. Let me know of some of your favorite YouTubers down below. If you know some of mine and you love watching them, make sure you let me know that you like them too.